I hate her. What the hell is wrong with her? Andre, are you here?
He's gonna be okay. Tommy's gonna be okay. I miss you so much. I miss you so much.
Andre? Andre, are you here? Please, you're scaring me. Please don't do this again. She made me so angry again tonight. You know how she is. Please, Andre.
Honey, hey. Talk to me. I'm a cop. Who did this to you?
I think it was Andre.
Andre? Is there more than one? What's your name?
Papa.
Okay, Paul, this is what we're gonna do. I don't have my cell phone with me. I'm gonna bring it back to the car. We're gonna get help, okay? Okay? You're gonna be fine. You're gonna be fine.
Hey, Mikey, it could have been this Andre kid.
Why?
He's dead. Committed suicide about a year ago.
You sure? The same kid?
Andre Hernandez from Harrison, an ex-boyfriend. He was suspected of attacking her in the same park last year, though.
Maybe it's somebody that looks like him. How's the girl?
Doctor says she lost some blood. She's gonna be okay, thanks to you. Hey, what were you doing in the park so late last night, anyway?
Just getting some air. I was clearing my head. Phil, you gotta get more on the Andre kid. Family, like that, all right? I'll talk to you later. Paula, do you know that Andre's dead?
Of
course she knew. That kid's ruined her life since he showed up. And even after he's dead, it's getting worse.
Ma.
Andre was your boyfriend?
This is the second time she's been attacked in that park. I tell her to stay the hell out of there, but she won't listen.
And Andre was the suspect in the previous attack?
Yes.
You please?
Paula, why would he want to hurt you?
We don't know for sure it was him.
You don't, but everyone else knows he was guilty as sin.
Ma.
That's why he killed himself.
Mrs. James, can I speak to Paula alone, please?
Sure. She won't speak to me. I'll be folding laundry.
Paula, you're telling me that a dead person physically attacked you?
Don't believe me? Fine. You're just like her, so then let it go.
I can't let it go. There's somebody out there hurting people, and I have to find them. I have to stop them. Isn't it possible that it's somebody that looks like Andre?
Could be. I don't know. I didn't get a good look at him. It was dark.
Then why do you think it's Andre?
Because he was there.
In the park.
I walk in that park a lot. It's kind of like our place, you know? We'd hang out there. But for the past month, whenever I walk there, I see his ghost. He's holding up a knife. That's how he killed himself. But now he looks like he wants to attack me.
Why would he want to do that?
Because I didn't believe him. My mother's always right. That's rule number one. I don't drive yet, so this is where I come to get away from her. It was always so beautiful and peaceful.
Until you were attacked.
Until she made me stop seeing him. This is where Andre killed himself.
This is the same spot where I found you.
And where I was attacked. That's why I think Andre chooses this spot. He came over the day I was attacked. Mom didn't like him and harassed me about it like you wouldn't believe. So I told him to let's cool it, just till she gets off my case. But he thought I was just giving in to her. He got all pissed off and left the night I was in the park alone because I was pissed off at her. That's when I got attacked.
So Andre definitely had motive.
Yeah. My mother brainwashed me into thinking he was the guy who attacked me. And remember? She's always right. And it hurt him so much. And imagine how it made me feel to think he could do something like that to me.
Did Andre belong to a gang? Hung around a group of guys, somebody else who may have done this to you?
No.
What about somebody that looks like Andre? What about your current boyfriend?
I don't have one. I haven't had one since Andre.
You know, the park closes after sunset. You shouldn't have been here that late.
Why were you here?
I asked the questions.
I thought he really, truly loved me. I know, that's corny, right? You're just kids. What do you know about love?
No, I see a lot of teenage crimes with passion. Teenagers fall in love just like adults do.
Thank you.
Did you love him?
Oh, yeah. My first love.
Could that be why you don't believe he was involved in the previous attack?
Blinded by love? I guess. He said he was home when I was attacked, but no one was there with him.
Look, until we find out who attacked you, I really think you need to find another place to look.
No, I have to come here. And Andre will be here.
Ready to attack you, right? According to you?
That's exactly what I need to know. Would he really do something like that to me? And I hurt him by believing he did. And it hurts me to think he would.
No weapons found yet. But we're still looking. We did have a serial attacker in the park around the same time the girl was attacked last year. But we had to close the case. We nabbed some pervert on parole about 2 months ago.
We get the right guy?
I don't know, Mike. You were there. You see anybody?
No. No, Phil. It wasn't me.
I wasn't thinking that. Wasn't it Janie's birthday sometime this week? That day you were in the park? You still beating yourself up about that? I mean, is that why you were in a park, a dark park, all by yourself that night? Mike, you let this thing linger on. I'm afraid you might...
Detective Tobin?
Yes.
Hi, I'm Laura Franks with the Institute for Paranormal Studies. I read about a case that you're investigating about a girl and the ghost in the park.
Oh, that's great. You read the newspapers?
It was the internet, actually. I'm just here to offer my services and see if I can be of any help.
And what exactly are your services?
This is Detective Phil Barsha. He's my partner.
Hi, I can help you determine whether there really is a spirit haunting her.
A spirit haunting her?
Look, Miss
Franks.
Franks, there's no ghost. No ghost. She's just a kid who's confused.
You don't believe in ghosts?
No, I don't.
And neither do I. So why don't you break out the Ouija boards, the tarot cards, or light a candle, or whatever the hell it is you do. Very nice to meet you.
It was very nice meeting you. So, Detective Tobin, did the victim say that she's seen the
I
ghost?
can't discuss a pending case with you.
Well, why don't we say that you're helping me with my research?
Your research. I got a nutcase out in the park slicing up young girls, all right? And I got news for you. It's not a ghost. It's flesh and blood.
I'm sorry, I understand. I just think that I might be able to help you with this. Did she say that this was the first time she saw the ghost?
No. Apparently, the ghost of her ex-boyfriend appears to her at the same spot over and over again, but I don't know what...
Why that spot? I mean, is that where he died?
Yeah.
Huh. It sounds like a residual haunting.
A what?
A residual haunting? It's a psychic imprint left behind in a particular spot. And this happens when excess energy from a significant event becomes trapped within a site or a building. I would think the fact that he died there would be a significant event in his life.
You think?
But residual hauntings aren't dangerous, you know? The spirits aren't known to intentionally attack or scare the living. But she keeps going back to the same spot. Why?
Probably because she's saddled with a lot of guilt. When the boyfriend was alive, she was attacked there. The mother blames the boyfriend.
Well, was he involved?
I don't know. But the girl keeps claiming to run into him, or his ghost, or whatever.
Tell me, is there a present boyfriend or maybe a stalker?
Tried that.
Could she have inflicted the injuries on herself? I mean, you did say she's saddled with a lot of guilt.
Well, I thought about it.
And if she did, and her boyfriend's ghost keeps appearing, you know, this could push her over the edge.
Yeah, possibly. But she only had superficial wounds.
Well, yeah, that's because she's not really trying to hurt herself. Maybe it's a cry for help. Maybe she's acting out. Detective Tobin, I'd really like to tag along with your investigation if you let me. I think I know how we might be able to prevent her from going over the edge.
Really? How are you going to do that?
Well, you're the detective. I would investigate the first attack, the one he's accused of. If you can clear the kid, you might clear the haunting.
So, is there a Mr. James?
There was. He took off when Paula was 5. His girlfriend wasn't much older.
You raised Paul alone.
You bet. But it wasn't easy, especially when she started bringing home guys like Andre.
What didn't you like about him?
Didn't trust him. Didn't like his look.
Because he was Hispanic?
No. I just didn't think he was right for my daughter.
Why?
She was too young, too naive. And look what happened. He ended up attacking her.
You know that for sure.
99%. No one can account for his alibi. He pressured her into having sex. He was her first. Do you have any kids, detective? Any young girls to watch over like I do?
No.
So you don't know a goddamn thing about it. That kid was gonna end up in jail like his father, and I'm not having my Paula end up alone like me.
Look, Mrs. James.
That kid attacked Paula. I know it. It's a parent's instinct. Something you don't have.
And you don't have hard evidence, and that's the law.
And while you're doing God knows what to enforce the law, detective, my daughter has to live with the nightmare of that horrible attack, and that kid who had such a hold on her, he's choking the life out of her. She can't even go for a walk without seeing his face. Or maybe having his friends get revenge on her because they think it was her fault he killed himself. When does it stop, detective, huh? What the hell does he want?
Second chance?
Some people don't deserve a second chance.
No, you're right. You're right, but maybe this kid does.
So, Paula, tell me, what's Andre doing when you see him?
He's coming at me with a knife. He's holding it up like he's going to kill me.
Oh, no. I don't think he's trying to kill you.
What about this?
I'm sorry. Sorry. Didn't you say Andre stabbed himself with a knife?
Yeah. Right over there.
As I explained to Detective Tobin, this is what we call a residual haunting. A residual haunting is a moment in the life of a spirit. One that they must revisit for whatever reason. But they're usually not harmful or dangerous. So the action that you're seeing isn't actually Andre coming after you, but him reliving the moment he died. Do you understand?
Yeah. What's that do?
It measures the energy level in a room. If it's high, it could mean the presence of a spirit. It's picking up something.
What's that mean? Is Andre here?
Not necessarily. Did Detective Tobin say that he saw Andre's ghost?
I don't know. I don't know what he was doing here anyway.
Well, he was on duty, wasn't he?
Was that his phone or his badge?
He didn't have them on him?
No, and he had tears running down his cheeks and his eyes were watery, like he'd been crying. He seems like a good guy. Sure cares about me a lot more than my father ever did. Are you going to be working with him for a while?
I don't know. The more I learn, the more interesting it gets, though.
Where were you the day Paula was attacked, Mrs. Hernandez?
At work. I take as many hours as I can get. Andre worked to help me. He always wanted to work ever since his daddy got sent to jail when he was a little boy. Andre considered himself the man of the house.
And you have no other children? There's no one else in the household?
No. Andre was all I had. He loved that girl so much. I liked her too because she made him so happy. But now I don't know how to feel about her.
Do you think she somehow had something to do with Andre's death?
I don't want to say. Let God be the judge.
Tell me about Andre's last day.
It was a terrible day. They were making such strong accusations about him attacking that girl. It was making him sick. And the police came that day, and they were not nice. They pushed their way through the door and knocked hard on his bedroom door. It was locked, and he wouldn't open it. Andre once told me, "Mommy, I don't want to end up like Daddy." He meant in jail. So when the police came and they pounded hard on the bedroom door when he wouldn't open it, I pleaded with them, "Please let me get him out." But they just pushed me aside, and then they knocked the door down, and Andre wasn't there. And they accused me of hiding him. Like, where am I going to hide him in this tiny apartment? A military knife his granddaddy had given him from his day in the army was missing.
Did Andre use the computer and the camera much?
Sometimes. He always kept his bedroom door locked, so I don't know what he did in here.
May I take them down to the station? They might have something on them that can help with the investigation.
Please take them. Anything to help my Andre rest in peace.
So, Miss Franks, how's your research going?
It's going very well, thank you. I actually tested the site where Paula claims to be seeing Andre's ghost. There were higher energy levels there than even I expected.
So what does that mean? There really is a ghost?
Well, one test can't confirm yes or no. You know, the energy could be coming from various sources.
Such as?
Well, a recent lightning strike, minerals in that particular area, or a ghost.
So how does the Institute for Paranormal Research really know for sure? What do you do? Ask the ghost for ID?
Very funny, no. And actually, for your information, we've become a very sought-after organization, thanks to the X-Files. I've been asked to lecture around the world. Germany, I think Italy, France, England, Iran.
I get it. I just don't know how I'm going to explain to my superiors that the reason why you're tagging along is because we're chasing a ghost.
That's your problem? You're afraid of what the boys might say about this war story? Oh.
Look, just because a kid says they see a ghost, is that enough? Don't you need to see it too?
Or you? I mean, you were there that night. Did you see a ghost?
No.
What were you doing in the park that night?
I was on duty.
Without your cell phone or badge? You weren't on duty, were you?
Just chasing aliens. The thing with Paula, that was just a show.
And what, the tears? They were just for show, too? Paula noticed.
I wasn't on duty. My daughter's birthday.
Oh. I didn't know you have a daughter.
I did. died a year ago on her 16th birthday. Mixing alcohol and pills at a party. I was supposed to be with her that night. I was supposed to take her shopping. But work called and I went in, like I always did. So it wasn't the first time I did that to her. My ex blames me and she's right. I was replaced by a bottle of vodka and a handful of Valium.
No, you shouldn't blame yourself.
Oh, come on. She's right. The job always came first. It still does. Even after the wife and the kid. So I lost the two best things that ever happened to me. No second chance getting them back.
And that's why it's important that you help clear Andre. Give him a second chance. He deserves it.
Hell of a lot more than I do.
Did you have your gun with you that night in the park?
Yeah, I always have my gun.
Were you planning on using it?
Of course. I had it drawn the entire time I was running.
No. I mean before you heard Paula scream. When you thought you were alone. Being the good cop that you are, you ran to help someone instead. It turned out to be a teenage girl just like your daughter. It sounds to me like you got a second chance. Only it didn't come from exactly where you expected it. Second chances can be like that, you know?
Mike, we found this knife in the park near where Paula was attacked.
You got blood type, Prince?
All hers. Mike, she did it herself.
All right, come on. Beth's got something too. What you got, Beth?
Something pretty interesting. I found this video file on the kid's computer. Check it out.
Paula, baby. I know your mama's been saying a lot of things about me to you. But she don't know me, baby, the way you do. I loved you with my whole heart. Until I met you. I never thought I could love someone as much as I do you. The greatest thing that ever happened to me, baby.
The kid just pours his heart out to her for about 5 minutes. It was on his hard drive. He recorded the day she was attacked.
What time?
9:23 p.m. What time was she attacked?
Report says 9:30, but is that enough to prove he wasn't in the park?
No. But here's something to try. Check out the background. See the television? I don't see a VCR hooked up to it, which means this was an actual broadcast. The station's logo's right there in the corner.
So if we get the programming log and find out what time this program aired, along with the commercials,
You'll have a good idea when this video was made.
and that'll prove he wasn't in the park.
Correct.
Or it could just be good acting. He sends a love letter to cover his ass, and then has somebody else do the dirty work.
Did he send this to Paula?
No. I checked with the ISP. They have no record of it in his email account.
So if it were just a performance, you would have made sure to have sent it, right?
I would think so.
Phil, we got to get the programming log.
I'll get the log.
Beth, I'm going to need this on VHS.
You got it.
And the first time I held you, I couldn't believe it. It was like a dream. And the first time I held you, I couldn't believe it. It was like a dream.
I think we got it. Mike, the programming logs. They confirm that the show and the video, especially the commercials, were aired the same time that the attacks took place.
So there's no way Andre could have went from the apartment to the park.
No way.
Tobin.
Detective Tobin, you gotta help me. Paula's missing, and she left a suicide note.
Okay, look, I think I know where she might be. If she calls you, you get a hold of me as soon as you can. If you can't get me, you call Phil Barsha at the office. Paula's missing, and she left a suicide note. If Laura calls, have her meet me at the park.
For what? Back up.
Laura!
Hey.
Any sign of her?
No, I just got here.
Come on.
Andre? Andre, are you here? Andre?
Paula!
Paula!
Paula?
Paula!
I can't take it anymore, Andre. I want it to end.
Oh my God! Paula! Paula, don't!
Paula, Andre's innocent. We have evidence.
It's true, honey. It's true.
He couldn't have been in the park that night. He was making this video for you to see, but you never saw the video. Give me this.
You love me?
Like you wouldn't believe.
Paula, baby. I know your mom must be saying a lot of things about me.
He made this video for you at the exact same time you were attacked. There's no way he was in the park that night.
Honey, it's all lies. He says things that any man can say. He could have had his friends do it.
There was a guy in the park attacking young kids last year. We caught him a few months ago.
Then who attacked my daughter the other night?
The greatest thing that ever happened to me. I never thought
Paula, we found the knife. Has your fingerprints and your blood all over it.
She did it? To herself? I don't believe it. Tell them, honey. Tell them you didn't do it. I'm right, honey. Right?
Shut up. Just you shut up!
I hope you see this. Know how real my feelings are.
You're so wrong.
You gotta know. I hope you see something. It's so important.
Take it off, Mikey. I'll see you in the morning. Don't work too late.
You got it. Have a good night. Tobin.
Hi, it's Paula. I'm in the park.
Hey, what's going on? Is everything okay?
Yeah, everything's fine. Just wanted to make sure it was really over, you know? I guess that it is.
So, no sign of Andre?
Nope, not at all.
You're not scared or nervous to be out there?
No.
So how are the sessions with Dr. Gold going?
Really great. She's really cool. Thanks for her name.
You got it, anytime.
And listen, I never really got to thank you for saving my life. So, thank you.
It's my job. Hey, how are you and your mom doing?
Okay. She's my mom, what can I do? We'll get through it. It's just the way she is.
So, you're gonna give her a second chance?
I guess everyone deserves a second chance. At least once. Right?
Yeah, right, at least once. Hey, I bet it's a really great night to be out in that park, huh?
Yeah. It's absolutely beautiful.